So AI in the insurance industry as a whole is not that high on the agenda. And if we press the CEOs or the senior management and saying, okay, what do you want to do? They all say, yeah, we have to do something, but a little later, because right now I have these issues to deal with. And I think that this is a very important thing to have in mind, that we're talking about it, but we are not doing much. And why? Because we don't know what to do. There are plenty of, and thanks for sharing the use cases, there are plenty of use cases, but taking these use cases with 1 billion variables down to something that I can use tomorrow and actually generate value is very, very difficult. And that's one of the things I just briefly going to touch upon right now. I'll give you a short introduction to where I see the future of our beloved industry is going, and then I'll try to deep dive into, okay, fair enough, it's going this way, we have to do something. I hope I hope I can convince you that if we don't do nothing, the insurance, the others are going to win, right? So we have to do something. But I also hope to give you some ideas of what can we do that is what I like to call non-intrusive to our daily operations. Because I know for a fact, when we come with the large strategies, with the large changes to the organizations, it becomes a transformation project, and either we'll do it later or we'll do it half-heartedly because we have our daily operations. So I believe the future of a successful AI strategy, if there is such a thing, because I also believe that AI is embedded into everything else we do, but the future has to be tools that we can use that generate value basically off the bat. So that was my morning rant. Do I have a thing to shift with? Otherwise I just get ahead of myself. No, so I said I wanted to give you this view on the future of insurance. But just one thing while I remember, we were also talking about AI will not take our jobs. Yes and no. I've been part of a project where this is not in our region, but outside the region, where another company poached a broker's entire underwriting department. Okay, now this was 28 people. Instead of trying to rehire these 28 people, this specific company said, okay, with the advent of what is called AI agents, and that's another discussion for another day, but with the advent of what's called AI agents, to what extent can we actually run this underwriting department as a broker with AI agents and a few people? Today, this underwriting department is running better and faster with 2 people and some 70 agents. I'm just saying, so maybe this is not coming to the region tomorrow, but it is coming in some extent or another, and those of you who follow what's really going on in AI these days will probably agree with me, because the advent of AI agents is quite significant and quite interesting to follow. Let's put it that way. Anyway, oh, this was already here. So this is my view of the future of the industry that we're living in. The customers are demanding one-to-one experiences. Why? Because is this what they're used to? When they come from Amazon, when they come from Google, when they come from Netflix of the world, they're used to getting this one-to-one. Furthermore, with declining profit margins on these customers, we can't afford to look at customers as segments anymore. And Hassan was always also pointing this out when you were looking at the individual pricing. So this is one way we're going. We also see that the customer's patience, whether it is SMEs, corporates, or individuals, is going towards zero. Because we are used to, as individuals, as consumers, we are used to immediate gratification. When we ask something, we get an answer. Mr. Bassam said it also. You're talking to ChatGPT, it gives you an answer on basically everything immediately. This is what we're used to. So why would we wait 3 days for a quote on an insurance company, or 7 days to get our claims approved? Absolutely not. So that's one thing. If we look at technology, and if there's any core system providers in the room, you're probably not going to like me right now, but I am not a very big believer in complete core system changes. I don't believe in it. It takes 3 to 5 years, and where is the world in 3 to 5 years? None of us know. So if you're creating a project that takes this long, the chances are that the way you're going to celebrate the launch of your new core system is by having 1,000 change requests to the same system, and then you start over. But we still need to change. We cannot sit and look at the world running ahead of us without doing anything. So we have to find ways of changing our systems. This is another thing that I see. And then I think we agree, we talk about AI, all of us, but very few of us is actively getting into it because we don't know how to do. Now, if you look at Far East Asia, which I think is going to be a huge influence on the Middle East, everything is going towards microinsurance. I heard a term, there is an insurance for this. This was in Singapore. There's insurance for everything, microinsurances. Whenever you spend, I think the equivalent of 10 dirhams on your credit card, then you add half 50 fils to a life insurance, which means that your sum insured increases a little bit. Stackable insurance, every time you spend your credit card, the value of your life insurance goes up. Some of this is very, very interesting, but that also demands a lot of our ways of working and our technology. And then at the end, our ecosystem of insurance companies, I'm personally involved in several full stack digital insurance companies preparing to launch in this region. And they come with no legacy, no bureaucracy, no nothing. So they come and they're ready to go right in with the latest technology. So this is the future that we're looking in. And then all of us here, we are looking at how do we create new revenue streams? How do we attract new customers? How can we increase our speed to market? So we have all these issues. And why is it that we just don't do anything about it? Well, I see in this region, we have at least, and I'm not going to spend time because I'm pretty certain that you'll agree on all these 8. These are some of the operational challenges that 9 out of 10 or 99 out of 100 insurers in this region are facing. So I understand that only 5% of us wake up and think about AI because we also have these things to deal with. We have legacy systems to deal with. We have all these things right in front of us, and AI is something that may come later, right? But I actually think the biggest challenge of our industry is not of this. It is this one. It is the attitude of somebody else is going to look into it, or let's wait. It's probably not going to be in my shift anyway. And I think that is dangerous because your legacy systems, our bureaucracy, our problems don't go away. I also think, to be very honest, if we as an industry don't do anything right now, I think we'll do well the next 2-3 years. We'll still make our money, we'll still do operations fine. I don't think that's going to be an issue. But I think after that, then you will have the digital attackers. You will have the 5% of the industry who is leaping ahead and understanding they have to do things today. And they will start taking your customers. That's what I believe. But I also believe that the next 2 years you don't have to do much, to be honest. So just in full disclosure. But so what can you do? Because I also appreciate that creating an AI strategy with use cases that might be a little lofty and we don't know the cost of it, we don't know how to materialize. I'm not sure that's the right way forward either. So what I believe in is what we call non-intrusive solutions, and there is a lot of them, especially with the advent of AI agents. Non-intrusive solutions are these AI chip tuning modules that you can use and you can work with without changing your workflows, without changing your processes, and with minimal integration, if any, to your existing core systems. Now, this is very pragmatic, but it works. And it gets you started with AI, and it gets you started with AI in a way where you can actually start making money. I brought 2 use cases. And then I'll be quiet after this, right? Because I'm getting warm and I'm talking forever. This is very close to my heart. But there are 2 or 3 use cases where I know for a fact, because I've been working with it, I'm implementing it, that you can implement these systems with an immediate return on investment. It is AI assist agents for your customer service, your call center. And no, I won't get too much into details, but we spoke about it. I think it was Martin from KPMG who mentioned it, right? So theoretically, there are systems today that you can provide to your contact center people, to your agents, that is based on the collective knowledge of your organization. So when people call in, your contact center will use these agents to get answers to what the customers are asking. And that sounds very simple because it is. But what does it do? It helps your agents to get the right answer the first time the customer is calling. So you don't have to raise a ticket. You don't have to have the customer call you back. It makes sure that the agent always have the most updated information and can find it instantly, which again means your agents are not giving, and with the turnover of agents in contact centers, this is relevant. Your agents will always have access to the newest knowledge, and your customers again will have the right information so they don't call back. Immediate, what's going to happen? First call resolution increases, number of recalls decreases, you have a return on investment. The costs are something like this, $100 per month. Now, if that's not a compelling use case, I don't know what is. Then you have the other, which becomes a little bit more complicated, but even more valuable. And this is AI chip tuning for cost containment in, for example, motor health claims. We are running projects now where customers are saving up to 10% of their repair costs by a chip tuning model. No change to workflows, no change to processes. How's that for a use case? So it is there, and it is there. Oh, I need to go a little bit ahead. So this is the one. So it's there. It's there for the taking. And it's there in small increments. So you don't have to make the big AI strategies. Maybe you should do it later, but now you just have to experiment. And when you can experiment with things that actually gives you value overnight, why wouldn't you? This is the other one I was talking about, the agent assist. If you want to try how it works, then go to our website and click that little thing on the bottom, because this is trained on everything about our company and can answer your questions. And this is a $20 per month thing. Okay, so I'll stop now and see if there's any questions or comments. I think the most important thing here in getting started is just that, right? Getting started. And it's, as I said, it's not expensive. Yes, it requires some time. Of course it does. Nothing gets here for free, but it's not expensive. It doesn't change. It doesn't require changes to your organization, which I think is key to get things done, because otherwise you have projects that takes forever, right? All right. I hope that gave you an idea of what I think is to be the future of our insurance industry here. I hope I could incentivize and motivate you at least to think about AI when you wake up tomorrow, knowing that it is not necessarily a big project. It is something that can be done very cheap and very fast without changing too much of the organization. And with that, I shall thank you very much for listening.